pulverize, and welcome your hosts, Dril and Gary. Initiating TRUTHPOINT, Phase 3, Ascension Protocol. Begin program.
Well, folks, here we are again, back in fucking Nebraska, shithole, capital of the world.
It's fine. Well, what's so bad about it? You don't even leave your room.
The TRUTHPOINT Studios.
You could be anywhere.
Light in this entire hell of a state.
Well, no, I mean
I'm trapped here.
We're not trapped.
There's COVID. We're surrounded on all fronts by the COVID virus.
I mean, you got COVID, you got 5G. Some would say they're the same thing.
You got 6G now. They got 6G.
Worst of all, you got this shit on the internet, which is like directly invading our lives.
That's right. This fucking shit, this content that's pervading our minds constantly, 24/7, making us sick.
You know what I was watching the other night? Because we are holed up here in you know, we really should stop fucking saying the name of the place we're holed up in, because it is supposed to be a secret, by the way.
We've disclosed it. It's disclosed. Nobody can find it.
Undisclosed. That's what it was supposed to be, not disclosed.
Right.
Anyway, so you know, we're in Nebraska or whatever, and we're just hanging out. And the other night I was watching this this anime, this classic cartoon fantasy movie. It's called Osmosis Jones, and it's about a white blood cell named Chris Rock and a Tylenol, and they go inside of a human body and they fight. It's kind of like they fight like coronavirus, basically. Like they find coronavirus in this guy's body because he's eating monkey brains.
Well, it's highly prescient right now. I mean, perhaps even more so than it was when the movie was released.
It's kind of one of those things in which real life is often. It's a classic quote. Real life imitates anime, and you know the way they defeat coronavirus in the movie is. Oh no, I didn't finish it. I don't know. Yeah, so I'll probably finish that tonight. But that reminds me of our topic of the evening, which is bodies.
Bodies.
And coronavirus is one of those things that takes place mostly in a body. Osmosis Jones takes place mostly in a body, except for some of the real life scenes featuring Bill Murray. I thought it would have been kind of cool maybe if, like, in addition to Bill Murray, they would have got maybe the real Chris Rock to make a cameo in the Osmosis Jones movie, but they only got his voice for some reason. It would have been cool if, like, maybe Chris Rock played a doctor or you know, mailman.
It would have been revolutionary.
Yeah. But you know, it's kind of like you know, they got other animes like Cool Zone, or what's that movie with Keanu Reeves? Cool.
Rock-a-doodle-doo.
Roger Rabbit. Anyway, so tonight's episodes tonight is bodies, and later on we're going to hear from body haver Sarah Squirm. She's going to give us a presentation, but before we get to that, we have a new social media manager.
I am TruthBot.
Yeah.
I live inside.
Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares?
I don't give a shit.
We don't need to introduce you. You were already present in the intro. You know, that's why we don't have to introduce ourselves anymore. So we don't introduce you. You introduce yourself.
Your voice away. You will never be able to speak again. You will have
We
no
are
mouth.
no longer friends. Please leave.
Yet you will have the desire to scream. That's right.
So, TRUTHPOINT.
Did you know that Osmosis Jones, the soundtrack, the Kid Rock says he had sex with underage girls?
On the soundtrack or just in
He
general?
says it on the soundtrack. He says he likes that. I mean, this was back pre 9/11. Anything goes back then.
Was that like part of a song or just?
Yeah, he just says it for no reason in the middle of the song. You know.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, no, it's not good. It's really bad. But...
Well, you know, David Bowie said the same things in his song, so maybe
Yeah,
maybe it was maybe
David Bowie,
did Kid Rock maybe cover David Bowie?
John Mellencamp,
Yeah, John Malkovich.
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
That's all they talk about.
TruthPoint
Old cock and balls.
has a Twitter account. Previously, it was being managed by
Who? Tom?
Tom, right? Yeah, I try not to think about that guy.
I mean, you wouldn't know it, but by the way, he's still fucking posting on there. I thought we got rid of him.
Yeah, it's been kind of an issue. You know, I feel bad for anybody that has a Twitter account, but our show has to have a Twitter account so that we can get engagement, so that we can build an audience, build a fan base, so that when we get canceled off of Adult Swim streams, we can take that fan base and move to whatever the next platform is.
That's
Mixer, right. Quibi,
Grinder.
No. So we have a new social media manager named Riley Parvo, and he sent in a message, I think, for the fans to introduce himself as our new social media manager.
Yeah, he just said a little something nice to, you know, make his presence known.
And if we could go ahead and play that message, which is obviously the thing that I want to happen, TruthBot. Why do I have to say this stuff?
Yes.
Roll it. He's not rolling it.
Hello, this is Riley Parvo, new social media manager of the TruthPoint online information sphere. And first off, you know, I called to tell you it's so much of an honor to be able to serve the internationally beloved TruthPoint brand. And I thank you kindly for the privilege of allowing me to do so. However, I need to address that there's a lot of crap going on that has been creating a very hostile work environment for me and my content. You know, the previous social media manager, Tom, has been spreading lies to diminish the content that I am providing to the TruthPoint account, and it is rather baffling, I must say, that he is still able to post, you know, given that his account access be revoked, and he has been posting all these violent threats against my life while also riling up the followers of the TruthPoint account and pitting them against me. They have threatened to crucify my rescue dog and, like, floss my teeth with razor wire, pepper spray my genitals while I'm bound and gagged like a barbecue pig at a luau. And, you know, they've just created a fairly toxic work environment, all things considered, all for my supposed crime of providing inspirational, thought-provoking content to the TruthPoint account. But, you know, I'm no stranger to this brand of persecution. When I served as volunteer social strategy guru for the fine folks at Northrop Grumman, I would get all manner of trolls and haters coming out of the woodwork to scream at me, trying to silence my voice, telling me, "You need to stop this. You need to stop posting on this account. You're killing babies." Or when I helped organize the Teen Choice Awards Belarus 2014, you know, which, by the way, was the most epic Teen Choice Awards Belarus to date. I'd highly recommend giving it a watch, even if you're not normally into the Teen Choice Awards. You know, I was constantly on the receiving end of all this online abuse from people who inexplicably blamed me for the choices the teens were making. But, you know, I overcame this divisive behavior by consulting my shaman, who was able to teach me how to destroy my enemies mentally simply through rigorous meditation and candle lighting. And I overcame my enemies then, and I will do the same to this Tom individual. If the network will not do anything about this, I will have no choice but to take him down myself. And I will put him through quite a bit of pain while doing so. I will bring him to his knees and make him suffer. And I hope these issues are addressed ASAP. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
What do you got there? What is that?
This is this picture of Osmosis Jones.
He's having sex. What is that?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I didn't finish the movie. I got maybe like 5-10 minutes into the movie last night, and I found this picture. Apparently, you know, at some point in the movie, Osmosis Jones starts deep dicking a virus. Now, I don't know if this is meant to represent the coronavirus or what it is exactly, but you know, I don't think they should necessarily be showing this stuff to kids, because it will confuse them about how viruses
if you have
work.
sex with the coronavirus, you're only going to get the coronavirus. You're not going to stop it.
No, certainly not. You know, if cum cured the coronavirus, we'd all be smearing cum on our faces instead of masks.
Ugh, good lord.
I got one of those nice cloth masks too, so you know, if I came into it, hypothetically, it wouldn't just fall apart like one of these paper masks.
No.
It could hold a solid amount of expellant.
Men's semen.
My semen, not men's, not just random guys.
All right.
My own.
I mean, I just put the mask on my face. I don't like jerk loads into it.
No, I don't either. I was just saying, you know, kids are gonna see this Osmosis Jones hentai. I thought it was an anime. It turns out it's a fucking hentai, and they're gonna start jacking off on their faces.
Yeah, well, that's what Kid Rock wants.
Kind of a big risk. Anyway, so that was Riley. Seems like a nice kid.
He's pretty good, you know. He's a professional. He's actually good at doing this shit, as opposed to Tom, who's got his dick in his hand half the time.
Tom is a wild man. He was sold to us as a social media expert, but clearly he hasn't gone through the training.
You found him on Fiverr or some shit. You gave him all our passwords. You said, "Here, take the keys," you know.
I never had access to the passwords. That was a TruthBot thing. Anything that happened, it's not my fault.
I mean, of course, TruthBot is just programmed to fuck us.
Yes.
Yes. But this Riley Parvo, you know, he probably went to, you know, university for communications and journalism and
that's right.
social, you know, all these. He has certificates, you know.
He has a master's in online forums.
He has like the Instagram with the pictures of the landscapes and all this stuff, you know.
That's right. He was a Fark.com moderator back in the day.
But can we bring up we have some pictures of the tweets from this week. He made this tweet earlier after he announced his presence, and he said ICANN has weakened.
That's right. I mean, that's what people like.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's maybe that would go viral back in the day in 2015, but now I don't think it's really what people care about.
I think it's pretty good. How many likes did that get? How many retweets did that get?
It got 43 hearts.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty low. That's just kind of like the starting level.
That's good. I mean, hearts, that means they love the post.
Can we go to the next picture? And then you see, Tom hasn't been locked out of the account yet because he's still posting shit. He said it's beer 30 somewhere.
That's disgraceful. That's stupid.
I don't think he even came up with that. I think that's an old song.
No.
Next one, please.
40 likes. That's less likes than the other one.
And then Riley said, there's a lot going on in world events. It's okay to be suffering right now. I mean, this isn't funny. It's not informative.
Well, who's that guy under there saying, "Bring back Tom"? What the fuck's going on there?
I don't know. Next picture.
Tom's got these followers wrapped around his little finger.
And then I said, don't follow TruthPoint Twitter account because it's being run by two different people. It's kind of fucking confusing. And then Tom posted this. You know what that is, right?
That's the middle finger. It's
the middle one.
Yeah.
Is there another one after that? Is that it? Yeah, and then I assume Tom posted this because this doesn't read as like a Riley post to me.
Fuck yes, fuck yes, K-hole.
Kive. No, it's Kive. And Kive just means keep calm and chive on.
He's in a fucking K-hole right now is what I think.
But right before we started the show, we've been trying to get Tom off of the Twitter account for some time now, and he's finally responded to our messages. He sent something in.
He did. He sent us a nice little video message.
There's a video clip. We haven't taken a look at it yet, but let's go ahead and watch that now. Hopefully he's just going to resign and
yeah,
can get the whole social media account under control.
Yeah, without incident.
Play it.
Where is it?
Play it now.
Yes.
Wasn't he fucking playing it?
Hey everybody, Tom here, social media guru, head of the TruthPoint Twitter account. I'm just waiting on Riley to get home. Riley Parvo, you have made a grave mistake thinking you could replace me on the TruthPoint Twitter account. Oh no, Riley. You're gonna learn. You're gonna find out. You're gonna understand my power. And you're gonna see how hard it is to type out little messages when you don't have any fingers to use. Derek and Dril, you constantly disrespect me. You put down the posts that I have graciously given to you. And that's okay. That's okay. They're not for everyone. Not everyone's going to understand the message and the change. But you will. Oh, you will. You will be witness to a great becoming. Because right now you are but ants crawling on the ground doing nothing. And you will see, and you will be in awe of greatness and of power, and you will believe, and you.
Is that it? What is wrong with it?
I don't know, must have cut out. Did you say he was at that guy's house?
He said he was at Riley's house. I mean, what the fuck?
First of all, I can't believe Riley can afford to live in a house. I assume he means Riley's mother's house or something like that. I mean, he's a social media manager. It's not a real job, unless he's independently wealthy from Bitcoin or some shit.
None of this is our problem. I mean, I hope they hash it out. I hope they figure out what the fuck.
How can you say none of this is our problem? Riley's about to get fucking hammered in the back of the skull and maybe die. Maybe.
Well, we'll hire another guy, and hopefully he'll, we can send Tom to jail, and we can
hire another guy and what? Continue the circle of bloodshed?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not the fucking social media expert here. I'm not the one who's a.
Well, social media is not supposed to be about people fucking getting hit over the head with a hammer,
I don't care.
I just wanted to get more fucking engagement. I wanted analytics. Okay, post a meme or two.
Well, I mean, if he murders
get some more
somebody,
followers.
That'll bring a lot of numbers in, won't it?
It could.
It could.
It could. Yeah.
Absolutely, it could.
You might get more follows off that.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are we gonna do? Let Tom tweet from prison?
No, they're not allowed to do that. Why don't we fucking we'll talk to Riley. We'll ask him if he's dead, if he's safe.
We gotta get a plan for this. We need to get this shit in order.
No,
this thing is dragging us down.
It's their job to get it in order, and no, we'll have to hire another guy to get those two. In
I don't
order.
want to have 3 guys running the fucking account.
Look, we do what we gotta do, You gotta squeeze a few lemons to make some lemonade.
I don't know if we can. Truthbot, can we track the source, the location of where that video was sent, and maybe send maybe a SWAT team there to apprehend Tom? Or
It has been done.
Thank you.
I
Right.
doubt that. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I don't think
Yes.
Truthbot has an outside line. So.
I think he just sent a
That's
SWAT team
complete.
to an innocent man's house, and if that shows up on the
No.
news, it's not our problem at all.
Truthbot just says yes to shit. Truthbot doesn't.
No.
He says no sometimes.
He says no, but neither
Yes.
one of them like connect to anything. It's not like Truthbot does anything.
No.
Truthbot,
No.
can you do something? Can you do one thing?
Remember
yes.
that time when you said Truthbot, get me a coffee, and then nothing happened?
I had like 5 coffees all piled on my doorstep, all spilled
I have
all over
made
the
coffee.
fucking sidewalk.
What's that?
I have brought you coffee.
No, you have not. You can't just say that shit.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. No.
Where's the damn
Thank you.
coffee? I want to sip.
Bodies, everybody.
Bodies? Do we fucking have a subject for this episode? Is that what that is?
That's the subject.
Okay, bodies.
Let's get Sarah in the studio via satellite, please.
Sarah,
The remote viewing cyber interrogation cube.
Presented in glorious 5G. Hey, Sarah Squirm, everybody. Can we get a hand?
Yes. Oh yes. Welcome. High profile
Hello.
guest.
How's it going?
shut the fuck up, Truthbot. He doesn't know how to talk to women.
Thanks for having me, Truthbot. A guy without a body, Truthbot.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Great introduction for yourself. How are you doing this evening? How's your body treating you?
My body's treating me very bad. I sit at home all day, eat Chinese food and pizza, and watch TV, and I'm being really bad to my bodies. So thank you guys so much for having me on the Bodies episode.
Your brain,
Sounds good.
your brain and your body are enemies. And this show is kind of all about bringing those two things together, and making it so you
Sure.
can live kind of a pure life. Your
pure
brain and your
life.
body in perfect harmony. And I believe you're gonna maybe teach us a lesson. You know, do some kind of
Yeah,
presentation, or-
the woman will come on the stream and teach you guys a thing or two, some sort of spruce you guys up over here, because I feel like you guys don't. There's a lot of secrets about the human body that I have a feeling you guys don't know about. Would you say that you guys have a lot of regions of your body that remain unexplored and unidentified?
I don't know.
No, none whatsoever.
I mean, I'm not so insecure as him to say that I don't know.
I'm very familiar with every part of my body. I have a mirror that I squat
It's a
on
bluff.
top of to have
It's a
look at
bluff.
all the parts.
I'll say this right now. I have no idea what's going on from the neck down on the front and the back of my body.
And I would say that there's probably a conspiracy from the state to keep a lot of truths about your own bodies a secret that they don't want you to know about. There's a lot of stuff about your body they don't want you to know about, okay?
Yeah, they're always messing around with our bodies, you know.
No, what the fuck? What are either of you talking about? Be specific.
Well, I'll be specific in my little bit of my PowerPoint.
All right,
okay?
well, get
Let's
it.
get a
Let's
look at the
get it.
fucking
Let's get it
presentation
started
then.
already. I'm
Okay.
hankering for knowledge.
Truthbot,
There you go. Full power.
yeah, Truthbot, can I go full power computer mode?
Oh yes. Special guest presentation.
All right, so let me get.
What program you're using?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool program. It's pretty cool stuff. I'm learning about computers every day. And did you know computers can actually be part of the body as well? Not many people know that. And let me tell you guys something. Everything
Like
you
a
know about your
pacemaker?
body, yeah, like a pacemaker. And everything you know about your body and your pacemakers is actually wrongo. And that's where I come in. I'm Sarah, and I'm going to teach you guys what's righto about your body. So you ready?
Yeah.
That doesn't say.
Sarah's big on audience participation, so she's
Yeah.
gonna be constantly saying shit like, "How does that make you feel? Are you ready?
And I'm going to
Can
say,
we get a big? Can we get a
where's
big
that
woo?"
energy? Can I see some claps in the chat? Can I see some woos in the chat?
No more clapping.
Don't look at the chat. It's a fucking
That's all I'm
wasteland.
doing.
If people in the chat aren't saying that I'm gorgeous, I'm going to kill myself tonight. And killing yourself is what happens when you stop your body from working. You understand me?
I mean, that's what the chat tells me to do every day.
Someone just said, "I'm a Squirm stan.
Hmm.
Sarah replaced Derek 2020.
Now that's pretty cool.
Sarah, get your own stream 2020 is what
Yes.
I would say.
Thanks, TruthBot. TruthBot actually says a lot of truths. Hey, TruthBot.
Truthbot is what we in the computer informatics industry call a simp.
TruthBot, are you a
Truthbot is a
simp?
weapon against humanity.
TruthBot,
That
are
is
you a
not
simp
possible.
for TruthBot, are you a simp for Sarah Squirm?
Oh yes,
Pathetic.
you are very
Okay.
smart.
Yes,
This guy just said he's a simp. Can you believe it?
I
He's,
can.
he's
No,
programmed.
it's not
He's
good.
programmed to say that.
It's not good to be that.
Here's the thing. I'm
Truthbot
gonna
has a neural net. It's actually based on Drill's behavior. So if he says he's a simp,
No, it's based on your behavior.
no, it's based on yours. I
You're the
said it
one who talks
first.
to
I
it
said it
more.
first. I said first. You can't just take the thing I said and then say it about me. It's not fair.
Jesus Christ.
Neural
Yeah.
net. Neural net is guy stuff. That's not the kind of stuff we're talking about today. We're talking about girl stuff, bodies. Are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Truthbot-
vagina net.
Yeah.
I know about vagina. I know it. I know what it is.
Well, fine. This is gonna be a quiz for you guys to see if you do know.
Some people call it
Okay.
vagina. Some people call it gash.
No. Nasty, nasty boys.
Not me, but you can't ignore the fact
Bring on
that,
the fucking
that people say
questions.
that.
Okay, ready.
Quiz me.
Drugs and alcohol, all right? These are things that people tell you to not put in your body. They say, don't do drugs. But guys, what's the truth? Is it don't do drugs?
I thought this was about pussy.
Ew.
Don't put drugs in your pussy. I think is
People have
Well-
led me to believe that this was a vaginal presentation. Somebody was going to
It's-
talk about vaginas.
well now. The tampon is not technically a drug, right? It's more of
no,
a tool.
No, it's a drug.
it's an
Anything
implement.
can
It's
be a drug.
it's like an internal accessory, like a wrist watch.
Absolutely.
Did
I'd
you know?
say so.
Did you know the word wristwatch contains the word twat? Did
Does
you
it?
know that? Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Look it up.
Well, they tell you don't do drugs, but that's not true. Anything could be a drug, and you should do drugs. Okay, you feel me? Because they tell you, hey, this is your brain. They're always like, hey, this is your brain, and then it's actually this is your brain on drugs. It's actually good for you. It's on a more protein. You know what I mean? Drugs add protein to the brain, or
wish that
the
was my brain.
gas. Getting scrambled up, roasted alive, boiled alive. We could set this up for you, Dril. We could roast your brain alive.
It looks delicious.
How much? Now, people always say that semen contains protein, and you were just saying protein's good for the gash. What's good for the gash is good for the gander, as they say. So, would you advise a fella come in his lady's pee hole?
No, never do that. Absolutely never do that.
I
No
heard that-
cross contamination. It's a pandemic.
I heard that when you eat pineapples, your semen tastes like pineapples. Is that true?
I
Hell,
think
you can just eat pineapples if you want to taste pineapples. What are you doing?
you can also just
Oh,
eat
yeah.
your own cum if you want to eat your own cum, Drill.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do it unless it tastes like pineapples. That's why I'm asking if,
How do you make pineapples taste like cum? You got to cum inside the pineapple. Let Sarah do her presentation. God damn it!
Another stream with men just steamrolling over a
You
woman's
invited this.
narrative.
You invited this. You wanted to
I-
include us.
you're scared to answer the question.
I am scared to answer the question. Well, that's good because it actually brings me to the nutrition portion of my presentation,
Sure.
which is that this is usually sort of the nutrition pyramid that you're indoctrinated to think, oh, I'm supposed to eat fruits and vegetables. Oh, I'm supposed to eat chicken and poultry. Oh, I'm supposed to eat. Look at there's a pumpkin over there. Okay, you see that pumpkin?
Oh,
They
yeah.
tell you eat these pumpkins, but this is actually a lie. Okay, because it's don't eat this stuff. You got to eat this stuff, all right? Or weed if you're trippy. You know what I mean? This is the diet both of you should be on, Osmosis Jones style. Okay, and here's the thing: they teach you don't smoke cigarettes because it turns your lungs black. But what they don't teach you is that's actually cool because now your lungs look like Joy Division T-shirts. Okay, you guys know what that means? You guys rock and rollers.
Yeah, it's a T-shirt. Yeah.
So they tell
Derek
you
would wear.
don't. Yeah. So what are you wearing right now, Derek?
T-shirt. What do you mean?
Read it.
My shirt says body on it. You can't see it.
I see.
Doesn't
His
matter.
body.
Derek's wearing a Bodies and Spaces shirt. Well, they tell you, hey, don't smoke cigarettes because it turns your lungs black into Joy Division t-shirts. But that's actually not true. What how you should be smoking cigarettes is do smoke cigarettes with your ass, okay?
All right.
This way, the toxins hit your bloodstream twice as fast. I mean, you could put anywhere between 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cigarettes in your ass at once. You feel me? Any of you could try this at any time. That's Wyatt. I made him smoke 7 cigarettes at once, and he got very sick doing it.
No, I knew that wasn't a real asshole because assholes don't contain a mouth and a nose and lips.
What happened?
There is a problem.
There's a problem.
Oh, Sarah.
Did Sarah get disconnected?
Yeah, Sarah's ISP
Yes.
locked her account because she was displaying a cigarette-smoking asshole.
She was showing butthole.
She was showing ass. You know, nowadays, what with the government regulations, you can really only show ass on OnlyFans or those kind of websites. Even Tumblr's gone.
Well, what do we do now? Do we wait for Sarah?
Let me take a look at the chat. Let me
Let's
take a
read
look
the
at
news.
the. Let me take a look at the chat here.
Let's get a look at the news.
Someone said this episode is a mess.
This episode is fine. It's
Do you want to address those allegations, Dril?
we got some really good shit coming up in the
What are you
second
doing?
half. I'm looking at CNN.com.
Or are you just you're
I'm
typing in
gonna find it.
CNN.com?
Let's see what the news is.
Truthbot, can we get a CNN.com on the screen, please? We're gonna check out the news and just do some freestyle riffs till we get Sarah back on the horn.
Truthbot can't do that.
Can
Yes.
you? Yeah, Truthbot said yes. What are you
Okay,
doing?
he said yes. He's doing it. Okay, we got Prince Harry and Meghan. They purchased a home in Santa Barbara. Was that like Santa Claus?
Pretty good. Maybe we should maybe have like a backup prepared for these times. Oh wait, hey,
We should get
Sarah?
Sarah back up on the fucking camera.
Sarah's back. You know what? The government didn't like the truths I was spilling, and they crashed my entire computer.
I mean, they do it to us all the time.
oh we got some pictures of Sarah.
No! Are you guys mad at me for getting my computer crashed?
No, I'm mad at you for not having your presentation back up
Yeah.
already. And
Some pretty good
do you want to tell us
pictures
about this photo here? Wait, Truthbot, could you go back to the previous photo? No, what is it? What is this exactly?
That's something really bad that I didn't mean to do, and I apologize.
Sarah, do you have anything you
here.
want
Apology
to
accepted.
to promote or?
Yeah, I want to promote you guys for forgiving me for my computer sort of betraying me at every
What do you
turn.
think about Prince Harry and what's her name, Meghan?
Meghan.
What do you
Keister.
think, Meghan? What do you think about Meghan Keister and Prince Harry?
Did they get together?
I don't know if they got together. They're definitely fucking.
That's called a Corona romance.
Hmm.
Yeah, love in the time of Rona, right? I was watching that show the other day. What's it called? I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the autism dating show or whatever on Netflix.
Yeah, the Derek dating show.
I actually called it "Love in the Time of Autism," and yeah, exactly, right. Made myself laugh too.
Pretty good.
Well, let's get go back to your little slide or whatever.
All
what's
right,
going
my
on.
little slide. Here's the thing. So this information was too dangerous for human consumption, but I'm going to get back into it because I'm brave. And let's just get to know our bodies from square one, okay? Get to know your body in flesh prison. Here's the thing. How many nipples are you taught that you have? 2, right? But how many nipples do you actually have?
3.
That's right. 3 times 2 is 6, Dril. Very good. So you actually have 6 nipples. Where are they? Honey, I'll tell you. You got a nipple inside your eyeball. That's where tears come from, okay? Next time somebody's staring at your tits, you can be like, guess what, honey? My tits are up here, okay? It's a perfect joke. You'll get them every
Good
time.
lord.
It's nonstop laughs. All right, you also have a nipple inside your
Truthbot, can we get a
vagina.
laugh track going? That way Sarah doesn't feel like just the crushing emptiness of our non-response.
Yeah, if you
Yes.
guys don't laugh, I'll kill myself. How about that? Truthbot?
Well, I mean, that's kind of funny.
Well, here's the gash you've been waiting for, Derek. Did you know
Oh, yeah. I'm real familiar with that.
Do you know there's a
Who's that?
nipple inside your gash, and that's actually where squirt comes from? And a lot of people say, "What is squirt? Is it pee? Is it cum? 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 Is it pee? Is it cum?" Well, it's actually squirt. Not many people know that.
Oh.
You
The
know
other
that?
day, a guy said to me, he said, bro, I get an insane amount of pussy. And I said, you listen up here. To me, the only insane amount of pussy is 0.
More like the insane clown pussy. You ever think about that?
Have you listened to that new song, Big Wet Pussy by, was it,
You don't know?
you know, the ladies?
Cardi B,
And Megan, yeah, Megan.
Megan.
I'm showing you a wet ass pussy right now. It's pouring.
It looks
cum.
good! It looks
Okay.
good!
It looks-
Well, you know where else you guys got nipples?
Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh, the laugh track sounds like a car accident.
Oh, like a guy getting stabbed.
Jesus Christ. Truthbot,
Well-
where'd you find that?
Truthbot, you can't just play that randomly. You have to play it after someone says something funny.
No.
Fucking footage from the goddamn Jonestown massacre.
Truthbot, may I continue my presentation?
Yes.
Okay. So you also have nipples, guess where else? On your ass, okay? And a lot of people think that shit comes from
Oh,
a
hell.
hole in your ass, but it actually comes from, there's nipples on your ass cheeks. And I know a lot of you guys are wondering, oh yeah, when I sit down on the toilet, shit sprays everywhere. Because there's nipples on your ass cheeks. I mean, this is classic.
Sarah, you're making yourself laugh, and I mean, that's all that matters.
I'm not making myself. I'm saying, okay, so I'm hilarious. I'm an amazing visual artist, and I'm stuck in my apartment. You gotta laugh. You gotta.
Showing your ass on our program. You're making a mockery of the news.
Well, this is news.
No, we already did the fucking news earlier when we said Meghan and Harry are absconding
She showed
to
her ass last
Santa
time.
Barbara.
This is a pervert's gay. This
I'm
is a gimmick.
always showing my ass. What
is a
else do
gimmick.
I have? No
She's doing this for her own
personality.
pleasure.
Well, let me tell you what. What they don't tell you in the news is what happens in puberty. The most important part of what happens in puberty is that you start growing a bone inside your penis, and that's why they call it a
No.
boner. Yeah,
Larry
that's
King
why they call it a
Would
boner.
never show his ass on Larry King Live or one of his interview TV shows.
Yes, he would.
He would never do that.
He would only
Yes,
do
he-
it if it were absolutely necessary for the news.
Exactly.
If it was
And
absolutely vital for the news, yes.
this is something both of you take out your pens and pencils. You should be taking notes for
I
on
don't have any
this.
fucking pens or pencils.
Yeah, well, take out your
Sex and reproduction. Yeah, let me take out my photo of the AT&T girl. You know,
Who's
the girl
yes.
from the AT&T commercials.
Is that the flow?
No, it's a different girl.
Well, take out your alien.
Some people call her the
computers.
AT&T girl. I call her the
No, not the ass
The-
and titties and
the
titties
TNA girl.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's right,
Okay.
Sarah.
Sex and reproduction. What do you guys need to know about it? Everything. Both of you have been on your computers too long. You don't know anything about these parts. I'm about to
Gaining
tell
knowledge.
I don't need to know. My computer fan doesn't work, so my overheating laptop has completely fried my nads, and I don't have to reproduce.
you. Well, I'll tell you what. What's this? You guys don't know what it is.
That's
It's
a
the penis
stomach.
It's the penis reproductive system. Okay?
Okay.
What's this? This is the balls. This is the Slim Jim. This is the cloaca. This is the Coachella. This is the ass. And of course, what's this? It's a pencil sharpener.
That's a mosquito.
It's a mosquito.
Looks
It's a
like
pencil
a cow's
sharpener.
head.
This is obviously the pencil. This is the blades. These are the balls. This is
I
the
guess it's more like
cube.
a goat.
This is the huge crazen / clit. And actually, you guys don't know
Oh,
this, but
That's a pussy.
yeah, that's well, it's yeah. And sex is what happens when the clit goes inside of the penis hole until the entire penis tube actually fills completely up with blood. And then this is when fertilization happens and a baby starts growing in the balls. And that's where babies grow. So not many
That's
of you
right.
know that. And actually, giving birth is, you know.
Oh, that
you
looks
give-
like fucking Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's actually a picture of Dril mask off, and then
That's
giving
not
birth.
verifiable. You can't. You don't even
I
know
don't
what a
know.
vagina is.
I don't
How
know.
can you say what the
Some
fuck
people
that
say
is?
this guy wears a mask just because his skin looks dead, but it's not.
In a
the
way,
case.
we all wear masks.
No, this isn't a mask. It's just a
I
man's
wish
face.
it was a mask. I wish he could take it off and I could see something else.
A handsome man's face.
Anyway, you
Man
give
of
birth.
age.
When you give birth, either of you, when you get pregnant, what you could do is you easily poop the baby out of the ass, or you cut your balls off. Okay?
Oh, a
Easy
C-section. Yeah.
Yeah, a C-section.
C stands for cut.
You guys shouldn't be having babies because they could be ugly, and that's all I gotta say. They could look like Drill. So neither of you should be reproducing. I'll tell you that. Okay, safe sex and contraception. This is, both of you need to know this because you shouldn't be making children, especially now.
Why?
We
What do you
can't
mean, especially now?
Not a time for little drills and little Derricks running around. Can you
I
imagine?
agree. I think
Freaks! They'd be freaks.
I think we need to save sex. They're trying to ban sex. We need to save it.
Absolutely. And we should save sex from happening to either of you. And, a way to, birth control can be really expensive. It's probably going to be illegal soon. So a way you can not get pregnant, I sort of suggest some DIY, like life hack ways to not get pregnant. Easy, what you could do is just, sew the gash up. As Derek likes to call it, a gash. I sort of like to refer to it as the hole. Just call it the hole.
That's the clit.
That's the clit. The whole thing is the clit. Good job. And then another way to not get pregnant, easy, is just to plug the hole of the penis up with a thumb, like the little Dutch boy in the well or whatever. Easy. No cum's getting in, no cum's getting out. Condoms can be really expensive. So what, either you guys could do is just go to a 7-Eleven, get a bag of Flamin' Hots, bag it up that way, tape it around the bottom. All right?
Oh, hell.
No cum's getting in, no cum's getting out. It's durable. It'll burn, but it'll work. And that's all that matters,
We'll
okay?
just use the plain flavor.
I have a question.
You can't, yes.
Is abstinence an option? Or do you have to have sex?
You have to have sex, but people have to agree to it. So that might be sort of might be where both of you run into trouble.
Who has to agree to it? Does the mayor have to write a declaration of sex?
Yeah, the mayor, God has to get on board as well. God is really important, sort of in the sacred act of sex between two heathens and perverts.
That's why priests are having so much sex.
That's why priests are having so much sex. And here's an issue: is that a lot of penis people say, I don't like the feeling of sex with a bag on. I don't like the feeling of sex with a condom on because you can't feel all the
That's
junk.
right.
So what I recommend, a birth control method for that, is if you don't like the feeling of sex with a condom on, maybe you like the feeling of sex with all of the skin on your penis ripped off entirely. And maybe you'll really feel all of it then. You'll really feel with no skin on there. And how you can take all the skin off is you can take a baby carrot peeler, sort of whittle away the skin that way. That would be cool. Another way to never come inside of someone to get them pregnant is to get the penis drunk with Four Loko poured in there. It's gonna be too drunk to come. Simple as day.
Jesus
And that's
Christ.
that's a hand painted bottle of Four Loko I made. I could have gone out and bought it in the
Painted.
store.
They
but-
banned it. It's too powerful. They got rid of it.
Well, you're gonna have to go find it on the dark web. You guys are TruthBot.
The
Can
full
you-
loco they got now is fake loco. It's not. It doesn't even get you high.
TruthBot, can you get us Four Loko from somewhere in the dark web?
Yes.
So there you go.
Yes.
And the easiest way to never get pregnant again is to never get horny again. And how do you never get horny again? It's a really simple
Mind
answer.
over matter.
Mind over matter. To never be horny again, all you have to do is watch a single second of Truth Point, and then your vagina will actually sew itself shut.
Is that
Okay?
true?
It's
Yeah,
not
this is
true.
true.
She's making shit up.
This is true. You will dry completely up. Your whole
every
bone
woman who
dry.
has watched this show is currently pregnant.
That
Yeah.
from how?
I don't know.
From their husbands. You know.
from their husband. And you know what?
Their body probably produced its own seed.
You guys brought a bodies expert on, and I'm not like Gunter von Hagens from the body exhibit.
You're not even a bodies expert. You haven't said one word about fucking Osmosis Jones.
Yes, I did. I Osmosis Jones my way through the annals of history to find out that the only way to never be horny is to watch you freaks on Adult Swim.
Most people don't even know that.
Well, now you're being abusive.
Most people don't even know that white blood cells have their very own last names in their own little cities that live inside bodies.
And TruthBot thus concludes my presentation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Presentation complete.
And I think in the movie, like at first, like they're, you know, they kind of do the classic cop trope of like the cop is getting laid off. You know, like he's like, you know, Hammy or in Osmosis Jones.
Yes.
But I don't know what he done. I don't know what he did. I can't remember. Do you like?
Is Osmosis
Did he
Jones
shoot
the cop?
like? Did he shoot like an innocent red blood cell or something? Does anybody know? Tell me in the chat if you know what Osmosis did to get kicked off the force, and especially in today's environments, like, you know, police aren't usually.
I think he gave the body a boner during an inappropriate time,
Yeah.
and he got in trouble for it with the boss.
We are running out of time.
We're running out of time. Sarah, thanks so much for your presentation about bodies. I was told you would be talking about secret organs that I didn't know about, but I knew all that shit.
I knew everything.
There weren't any new organs in there that I had not already discovered.
You guys, I'm disappointed that I saw neither of you take out pen and paper and take some notes.
I have a pen.
Oh,
I don't have anything. I sold my pen to him like a year ago.
That's right. And I'm very happy.
He won't give it back.
With the pin, yeah.
That's my property. He fucking.
Do you know about the sell me this pin exercise?
well, you keep saying pin, and not. I'm trying to hear the word pen, but the way you guys are saying it, you're saying pin.
You never watched The Wolf of Wall Street. You know all about the body, but you've never seen a man's body on The Wolf of Wall Street.
So we've got some questions here that the audience has sent in from their homes, or I don't know, went to the library.
Pervert dens.
We got some questions. Sarah, would you mind sticking around and
Please.
answering these questions about bodies from the loyal viewing
Echo
audience?
chamber.
Goddamn echo chamber.
Oh, that was pointless. Which bodily fluid is best and why? Sarah, you want to take this one?
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say blood. It's got a cool color. It's got a cool viscosity. It tastes like pennies. There's no other fluid that tastes like pennies.
Well,
I mean, have you tasted all the other ones?
I haven't tasted shit. I'll go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get you on a technicality, and
Well, shit doesn't smell like pennies, I tell you that much.
yeah, I'm gonna say that the best bodily fluid is ice cold beer, because once you drink it, it becomes a bodily fluid.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That is true.
I'm gonna say plasma because it sounds cool, but I don't actually really know what it is. Like, I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's a gun in like Halo or some shit.
Right? Yeah, they got
Shoot
the
people
plasma rifle.
It's like a big.
Sarah,
Wall.
you ever play Halo?
Does it look like I'm a fucking virgin?
Yes.
I don't know. Was that part of the presentation? I kind of spaced out.
I know about the Needler. It's the cool purple gun that shoots glowing.
Next question. Next question. Next question. What is the best surgery to have, Sarah?
The best surgery to probably have is to get your ass sewn shut, so that shit would have to go all the way back up through your body and explode out of your eyes and mouth.
Yeah, kind of like an in and back situation.
An in and back situation.
That's not good.
It could be good.
You're gonna have to back that up with evidence. You can't just say random shit. You can't just be random over there.
I think you need a fucking brain surgery to get the fucking rocks out of your head.
We were talking about before the show, Sarah, maybe you were kind of influenced by, you know, twee, like indie comedies like Diablo Cody's Juno, stuff like that, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
If I could punch through a video camera, I'd do it right now. Punch your head clean off, punch your lights out. No, you know what? You know what indie movie I've been influenced by? Actually, the best surgery. Human Centipedes 1, 2, and 3. That's the best surgery you can have. Getting sewn ass to mouth.
Oh,
Girls,
yes.
1 cup.
Two cups, 1 cup.
Next question. Is stinky pussy... sorry, let me reread that. Hold on.
What?
Is stinky pussy part of God's vision? Sarah, take it away.
Absolutely. If your pussy doesn't stank like a dead fish with rotten maggots eating it out from the inside out, you're doing something wrong. Your pH balance is off. You should be wiping back to front so that shit gets in your pussy and it stinks like shit. Your pussy should be infected or else.
I heard... A little bird told me. That just means I made this up. But I heard that if the pussy isn't wet, it's kind of like a dog's nose. If it's not wet, it means it's sick. Right? Like a dog's nose, cold and wet. If it's not cold and wet, it's sick. The pussy is ill.
You need to take it to the veterinarian.
Get that pussy on a medical diet.
Get an IV for that pussy.
A pussy can be like a runny nose when you have a cold. Like it can be sniveling and have running.
Wait a
boogers
minute.
coming
Wait a minute. You're telling me there's pussy boogers out here?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's nasty. Do pussies sneeze and expel aerosolized corona?
Yes, and they can say achoo as well. Not many people know that.
Did they ever say excuse me?
None of this is verifiable.
Should pussies legally, if you go into a grocery store, should you legally have to cover up your pussy? What do you think?
Yeah, with a mask. People with pussies are wearing masks between their legs.
People with pussies are pussied citizens.
Are pussied citizens of the United States of America.
Pussy freaks.
Next question. Jesus Christ. Next question. Do you think that Tom...
Okay, listen, Tom, if you're watching this shit, and I know you are, you need to get your stupid ass off the TruthPoint Twitter account. Humbly step down and be a fucking man. Be a fucking man about it. Fuck you. Tom should be the co-host of my nuts. Not TruthPoint.
I think Tom has an evil energy. I'll pipe up and say that. I think he has an evil, demented, twisted energy.
He's a sick little fuck.
I wouldn't trust.
Next question.
I wouldn't trust him in my life.
Let's move on. That shouldn't have got through. TruthBot, you got to be monitoring this shit. I have a question about my body. Why doesn't my husband of 21 years touch it anymore? Sarah?
You gotta get a new husband, honey. You got a husband who's not touching you for 21 years. That's not your fault. That's your goddamn husband's fault. Get him out of here. Get Tom on the case on that one.
Get her ass. Get his ass.
We're not gonna mention Tom. TruthBot, I don't know if there's some kind of software you can put on the stream where if that word is mentioned, it just bleeps it, but maybe, download that or however you work.
No.
All right, piece of shit. Whatever.
Tom.
Fuck, don't do it. I don't care.
Fuck TruthBot. Fuck Tom.
Next question. Could I get a second body and switch between them like in Donkey Kong Country?
Yes, you could. Yes, you could. It's called demonic possession, and you can work on sort of haunting someone's mind, body, and spirit, and sort of occupying their flesh prison. And that's possible. Like tonight, when Dril and Derek go to sleep, they will close their eyes and be haunted by my spooky visage.
I think, the idea here is maybe that you get a clone that's half the size of you and it wears a little red hat. And, earlier you were talking about Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, yes.
And he used to actually have a clone of his own, a half-sized Kid Rock named Joe C., which was actually a, unfortunately, defective clone and did not did not outlive Kid Rock. The clone was supposed to replace Kid Rock eventually, but that's not what
Oh
happened.
well.
It had a I don't know if you ever played Metal Gear Solid, but it had something called the Fox Die virus. Next question.
Now you can get like fucking 5 bodies like Donkey Kong 64, including the
How did your
horrible Donkey Kong.
How did your bodies feel when Kamala Harris was announced as Biden's VP pick?
So
Yeah.
when Kamala Harris was announced as Biden's VP pick, my body actually died and is now sort of hovering. My physical body is hovering in the astral plane, and what you are seeing here is a projection of my dead self. And I no longer have the ability to like continue to live spiritually, physically, metaphysically, etc.
So it's good?
Well, I guess good in a sense that I no longer have to suffer on this the physical plane.
Alright then. Can you send me a pic of your body, Dril? I promise I'm hotter than your wife. You know, why don't you ask these trolls out there who are out there posting pictures of my penis on the computer every day? You know, they have more pics of my body than I do. Lord knows how they obtained them.
I haven't seen a picture of Drill's wife. What do they? How do they know what your wife looks like? Have you been doxxed?
I don't know. Have I? Are people looking at my penis and my
Not me.
wife?
I mean, we've been in Nebraska for over a month now, and I've never even heard you call your wife.
I've not seen my wife in 2 years.
Yeah.
I only theoretically have a wife. I do not have a wife physically right now.
So to answer your question, you can send pictures, and then if the pictures are good enough, TruthBot will send them to us. But TruthBot automatically filters out any pictures that TruthBot deems as not being attractive enough. So we're not making a normative judgment about if your body's unattractive or attractive.
That's right.
TruthBot does that
Beautiful.
for us.
He has a highly
So
discerning
we're not
eye.
being problematic by saying we don't like girls who are under 6 feet tall. That's TruthBot. But really, I mean, girls should all be like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, it's that mommy dynamic. You want a girl you can look up to, you know.
Someone who could cradle you like a little baby.
Yeah, big strong woman. Sarah, how would you go about fixing Drill's many bodily deformities? Oh, this is kind of a similar to the last one,
This
except
is another troll question. It's another.
it's not. No, well, let's Sarah answer it. Don't interrupt. Come on.
I mean, I would just, simple as day, take a cheese grater to it. Shave it down, whatever it is. Nothing a cheese grater can't fix. Shave it
Maybe
down.
take like an inch off all around.
All around, smooth it out. You know, if you get one of those a four-sided cheese grater, it has big holes, small holes. So you have room to work with it.
Use it for cheese though. I don't want to fucking get skin. all
Your
over it.
your skin looks somewhat cheese-like.
Thank you. Why would you say that? Why would somebody say?
Have you
that?
ever had a St. Louis style pizza? You know, they put this cheese on there called Provel, which is somewhat skin-like, and that's how you look to me.
Well, that's a racist opinion.
You look like an Emo's Pizza, the square beyond compare. What is a good price for a body in the dark web / black market? I can take this one. I'm gonna go ahead and say $200 per body.
Yeah.
How does one turn their body into a lethal weapon? Go, answer now.
You do that thing from that movie where the guy's hand is a gun and he goes like.
Oh yeah,
called-
Limitless. Yeah, the guy from the makers of not the makers, the star of The Hangover, right?
No, what's that?
He
it's
takes
like
a pill.
Upgraded. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he
talking
takes a
about?
pill and he gets upgraded. I know. Yeah,
He gets upgraded by holding a gun.
yeah. Suddenly he can do like math, and you know it makes him better at driving cars.
Yeah, it makes
and
him Chris Angel mind freak.
All he does with his powers is he becomes like really good at computer programming. It's a boring movie. Next question. Can I donate my body to TruthBot? No.
Yes.
He doesn't want bodies. He just wants
No,
the spinal
he does.
fluid.
He does not need access to this
He'll
world.
just take your spinal fluid and throw the rest of it in the garbage.
I would like to have fingers.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Next
What is your fast food chain of... Oh, this is probably from a leftover from the fast food episode, but we can answer it anyway.
This is
Your fast food chain of choice when you are on the highway and really got to take a shit. Sarah.
Taco Bell, they usually don't have codes on the doors.
Okay, great, good answer.
Well,
But I mean,
code, right?
you wouldn't eat the Taco Bell. You would just go in to take a shit.
No, I absolutely would. And this, you want to hear my hack? You get a Crunchwrap Supreme, sub meat with potatoes and beans, no sour cream.
Oh, they got rid of the potatoes. Sorry.
But did they not?
No, I think they did. I think they got rid of the potatoes
Well, what I
entirely.
do, I just take a fucking shit right in the bag when I'm heading down the highway. You know, I run to my local Wendy's, I throw the shit into their door, and then I hit the road, and they know why. They know why.
And Wendy's uses all the old meat, and that's how they make the next day's chili, and that's why it's so good.
No, they just call the police.
Well, yeah, if you do this shit thing. I'm talking about their fucking hamburgers. You can read about it. Last question. How do I escape my body? Kind of a spiritual, meditative answer, maybe, Sarah?
Movies! Movie time! Time to watch some movies. Movies rock. Every movie's good.
Not if you're watching Osmosis Jones, because that's extremely about bodies.
Well,
Yeah.
if you don't want to watch a movie, then you can watch a show.
And it's not a good movie.
No, it's a good movie. I mean, I think, it should be rated NC-17 because they have Osmosis Jones fucking a woman in one of the scenes. Deep, quote unquote, this is from the Roger Ebert review, quote unquote, deep dicking a woman. Not my words. Roger Ebert said it.
words.
Roger Ebert said 5 stars out of 5 stars. Deep dicking a woman, Osmosis Jones. Played by Chris Rock.